Hi there. Welcome to Discussions with the Fascia Masters. My name is Deanna Hansen. I'm the founder of Fluid Isometrics and Block Therapy, and we are being joined by Cathy Hohmeyer, who was one of our very first instructors to join Block Therapy, and she has an amazing space at Lake Clear Lodge in the New York area. So Cathy, you have some really exciting events coming up that we want our community and the world at large to know about. So I'm just going to pass it over to you so you can introduce yourself and let us know what's going on.
Okay, well, thanks, Deanna. Yeah, and I just want to start by saying, I knew something was special about block therapy and fascia years ago when we weren't even all doing videos. We were just doing audio, maybe. And I had interviewed Deanna, and then video came along, and I went, oh, I got to do this again. And then I got started. I went, wait a minute, I'm doing this because this is special. And the more I ended up creating my own program called Nutritional Energetics, which is really a different look at nourishing mind, body, and soul. And I knew that block therapy was one of the ingredients, pun intended, that I needed to have. My family and I do own a lodge in northern New York. So we're really only a couple hours south of the Canadian border. Just so people know, we're not in New York City. We are in northern New York, beautiful Adirondack Mountains. And I gave up an occupational therapy position to just come up here on a whim, kind of join my soulmate, which, very, very long story, behind all that. But we have kept space for people to come to northern New York in the woods. The Adirondacks are called the Healing Woods. And it used to be the Philosopher's Camp, the Healing Woods. We have a picture of Einstein on our beach. And current times, we kind of knew he was around, but then a historian gave us a picture of us on our beach. So of him on our beach. So that was really cool. We can say, Einstein was here, and we know he was in the area anyway. It was really the cure cottage, the original cure cottage for tuberculosis, breathing the pine air, swimming in the water, eating local food. And we've tried to, years ago, we got a National Geographic Traveler Award for keeping a sense of space. And even though that's an older one now, that is probably my proudest one because we really are keeping a sense of space. On top of that, this was built by my great aunt and uncle. When I came back and from occupational therapy, started my own company, and I gave up a really good job and landed here and went, there's something about this place. Just like the same feeling I kind of had with block therapy. There's something about this place. And I used to work here when I was 14 and 15. But, I knew it was in my family, but I didn't pay attention. Again, long story short, the owner's son and I got together. I was really going to lease the place. They were out of here. And I was going to lease the place. Well, I ended up leasing it, and they actually came with it. So I never got rid of them. I ended up marrying my husband. His parents lived on the property and helped us kind of transition it while he had his own job. But at any rate, we were doing some background, and my great aunt and uncle built a place in 1886. I had had some energy work, kind of, past stuff done. And it seems like I'm continuing her mission for a rejuvenating place. And, this was my dream when I came back here 35 years ago. I don't even know how long now. And we built it up, have beautiful chalets, a beautiful beachfront. People have said there's a special portal, on the property and in the lake. And yeah, it's time for me to say this place is special, and I really want people to come and, if anything else, enjoy block therapy, because I'm going to incorporate that into everything that I'm doing.
Well, first of all, I mean, oh my gosh, like what an amazing story. And I didn't know all the back end of the story. I have it on my bucket list to come and see you someday because I've seen the photos. And the photos are all you need to decide that there's something magical about this place. It is just truly like you can breathe looking at what your space includes, and it's calming and it feels restorative. And I can't even imagine to be able to experience it with all of the incredible things you're adding in. Just what an amazing retreat this would be. So let's dive in more to what you're offering, because I know you've got a few pretty amazing events coming up soon.
Well, in particular with block therapy, like I said, I knew something was special about fascia when I created my nutritional energetics program. Fascia, I mean, fascia is our light body system. To me, it's our light body pathway. And you have to be nourished and have that open in order for everything to get there. So, I pretty much create that into all the things that I do. In fact, if anybody even comes for a weekend, I have block therapy out there. I have my blocks out there, and I say, come and enjoy, add on a block therapy class, or I can just tell you about it. And that's true. A lot of people go home with blocks. One couple came, and I know the guy was there only because his wife wanted to do it. And I got a letter like 2 weeks later saying, I've had back pain for years, and I participated in your class, and the pain's gone. And they went home with a block, and I didn't know why. So it can be incorporated any stay here. In particular, I'll tell you the dates for the particular block therapy retreats first, and then I can kind of back up. First one is at the end of August. So I'm calling that Total Body Wellness, Unlock Your Fascia. So we're really going to concentrate on block therapy there. Food that we have here is from the farms. I have a CSA stand out front. I'm actually a Weston Price Foundation, one of the longest running chapter leaders there. And I do real food. So
First of all, how many lives have you lived?
I don't know. That's a good question. So now it's time to put all this together. Like you said, do it, fun till you feel fun till you're done. So I'm going for it. And I just have a blast with all this stuff. And, we just know that block therapy works. But sometimes you just need a concentrated time to just say, hey, I'm going to do this. And it's so fun to have people around that block with you in person. So yeah, end of August 28th is my first block retreat. That's kind of a weekend, but anybody can really expand their stay if they want to. I'm doing kind of simple retreats for the most part, 2 to 3 days, to make it doable for people to come who don't have too much time. But if you want to take time in this beautiful healing woods environment of the Adirondacks, we're near Lake Placid, by the way, just to give people kind of an area idea.
Like that movie, Lake Placid, the one with the alligator. So that was a great movie.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to say that's that one, but that's the name, so you can remember it that way. No alligators here, but
okay. Well, I think that one migrated and it wasn't supposed to be there. So.
Yeah. Not that we know of. Although there, ladies of the lake and all sorts of crazy stuff, around here. The Philosopher's Camp with. Livingston, Trudeau did the Cure Cottage, TB cure here and the whole, so yeah, lots of crazy history and stuff like that too. They did film kind of a movie here but we don't even want to talk about that one. Anyway, so the second one I think is in the fall. And by the way, we're going to have a total solar eclipse here next April. So yeah, and I'm waiting to have any community to go, yeah, we're just going to have blockers here, or we're just going to have, total solar eclipse in the Lake Placid, Tupper Lake, Saranac Lake, Lake Clear area.
I am in for that. Let me know when that is, and if it's April, well, 5th through 9th is I have, I think it's on the 8th. It's going to be midday, and it's going to be total darkness here for 3 minutes. We're right in the center. That would be fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we don't usually open in April, but we're opening for that one.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah. We do lighting of the tower across on the mountain, like Labor Day. It's really cool just to see a light on the mountain. It's like the Lady of the Lake mountain. And you can actually see our live webcam at lakeclearlodge.com/webcam. I know we're going to do links at the end, but people can see our beach and the mountain and just the amazing, amazing sunsets. Grab a glass of wine and have a sunset some night in front of our webcam. It's just totally amazing. The end of September, I'm doing a rejuvenation getaway for caregivers and practitioners. So anybody who, if I even say that word and you are one, you know what I mean. So no heavy duty stuff here. You can add on, but this is just for people to come and not have people asking them something to do. I guess you can put it that way, right? Just come, stay in the lodging. We've got meals if you want them. We're going to do it really low key. And again, I'll always offer, block classes and that sort of thing. And the other one is in mid-September. So another block therapy retreat is in mid-September. Beautiful leaves here at that time of year. Yeah, and everything, we can find all the dates and everything, and signups even right now on our site. But yeah, block therapy and anything that you want to stay, I've got block for you if you want to learn about it, or if you want to do a class, I'm up for anything there. And then I've got other things like the colors of food. So I do things with food because I am the chef here, and I've been cooking for a million years. Nothing frou-frou, just I try and use really good ingredients really simply. So
I was
hard
actually
to
going to
beat.
ask you, so like what's a dinner or a meal that you would be preparing, an example of that?
Well, we do have a German background, so we kind of have an old world flair, and then that kind of combines with Weston Price, kind of the traditional foods preparations of. I mean, we do have meat here. We can do other, but we do offer meat here because we have local farms. So we do a lot of bone broth, stocks, and soups, kind of sautés and stroganoffs and things that are kind of really go together with all the veggies that we get here. My go-to kind of demo is a rosti, which is really kind of a shredded potato pizza topped kind of thing,
Ooh.
but you can make it
So the
in
shredded
minutes.
potato is the base?
Right, so it's like a big hash brown, really, but you top it like a pizza, and it's simple, it's easy. You can make it fresh in minutes, and you can make it any, you can design it for any diet that you want to.
Starving. I just want to have one of those right now.
That's my go-to demo and stuff that I have all the time. We're really known for our soups and stews and stocks that have really nourishing, easy to digest type of things. I get into kind of a German thing in the fall with roulade and schnitzel and all that kind of thing because we've been doing that for years. But yeah, all the menus are online that we do. When years ago happened, this is actually an old stagecoach stop. My great uncle was the postmaster, and by stagecoach they brought the mail. So a few years ago, when life got crazy, we bought a stagecoach. So we have stagecoach rides, and we have our own little stagecoach sitting out front.
It sounds like you're living in fantasy land.
Yeah. Well, you know how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I look around and go, wow, I am so glad this is hard work. It's hard work.
Of course.
And my husband just got a 5-page list of everything that needs to be done, but we really live the life of living here and offering this space to people who really need to come and either if you need an uplift. I was thinking about this morning, if you need an uplift or if you need to relax, this is really kind of an awesome place to do it. And for people who are really looking just for real foods, real nature to really get back to, then this is one of the places that that hopefully will be kept for a while. We'll see how it goes, but.
Well, I'm so very excited that you're able to share this, because I think so many people are going to be intrigued and totally interested in joining. And again, like in April, I want to be able to jump out there and experience that eclipse with you.
I know.
How cool. Fun would that be?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to let our listeners know?
No, I think I could, as you can tell, I could babble forever about this. I just love that I have been able to combine all this block therapy. Like I said, I mean, I just have good things to say about block therapy. Your program, you always keep moving and rolling and adding new things like that. Oh, one more thing, but I look and go, wow, that looks really cool. And it's just so important right now. Health. Putting our time and money into health right now isn't a luxury anymore. I mean, it just really isn't. And, we all have our challenges, I think, of going, oh, I should really get more, I should do more of that, or, be this way or eat that way. But really just kind of, and I'm talking to myself too, just calm down and do it. And it's just not a luxury anymore. So getting together
beyond the health aspect, I mean, this just sounds like an amazing vacation. Like,
yeah.
So you're combining all of it. And I mean, what better way to enjoy a vacation than actually like feeling great while you're there?
Exactly.
And the history, it's fascinating.
Oh,
You,
there's
you
more
need
to
to
that
write a
too.
book. Have you written a book on this whole thing?
That's my next one. Well, sort of. There's a little bit of history in our cookbook. We did do a cookbook called Common Roots that, and you can purchase it both in the hard copy and the PDF version on our website. But yeah, it tells all the kind of little bit of history, really kind of highlighting the history before Ernest and I came to repeat now. So for the next one is including nutritional energetics and all kind of the areas that I do with, yeah, kind of now and future. So that is in the works.
Oh, well, if any
Yeah.
of you need this, which I think all of us do, check out Cathy's links. You will not be disappointed. Check out the photos of the place that you'd be going to. And I'm so excited for you, Cathy, as well as for anybody who takes this opportunity. It would be well worth the time and the money. And we will, of course, post all of your links below so people can access your information and get signed up right away. How many, one last question. How many people can attend these, first of all?
Yeah, no, great question. Plus, other people who, want to, I not only host my own retreats, but people can host retreats here. So, if somebody is looking for a location for, a block therapy retreat or, other
Or anything
kinds.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, or anything else. This is a good location too. I mean, we can just provide the space. I can also include some of my stuff or not, but the type of place anyway. We hold, we're shared lodging. It's not like a hotel. We have the main lodges with 2 or 3 bed and breakfast type of rooms, and then we have private chalets and suites. So some have kitchens, some don't. Some have jacuzzi tubs and steam showers. But generally, if we're doing a retreat with every single bed filled, we'd hold 50. So generally, anywhere from 20 to 50 people. We have a 100-person conference center, and I always encourage people to, if they're going to do a conference, have one open to the public as well, because we can only house 50 max, but we can hold 100 in our beautiful retreat center that overlooks the lake. So,
okay, well, I'm
yeah,
going to say this
of
out loud now on video to hold me accountable, because we are actually hosting a retreat in November at Sparkling Hill in Canada, but we're talking about having retreats a couple times a year. And I didn't know you could hold that many people. I thought it was a much smaller venue. So we need to chat, because
Okay.
I would love to do that as long as you're cooking.
Yep. Yep. It's like, I'm going to have fun till I'm done, right?
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much, Cathy. Like, this has been just exciting. Like, Einstein, I mean, who wouldn't want to be like, sharing some space
great.
with Einstein and all these incredible other stories. So amazing. Thank you so much. And again, we'll post all of the links below and sign up, because this is going to go out fast, I'm sure. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Deanna. Thanks for having me. That's great. Hi,
My
everybody.
pleasure. Have a good day, everyone.